Greetings, all Frog here. We're going to have a little bit of a midweek update, and as I'm recording this, there's no audio because I don't really feel like trying to edit together a bunch of different things because I'm still having audio troubles. So let's update you on what happened over the weekend. First off, this is what happened on Sunday. Nothing. For the first time since I started doing this, I didn't release a single video. And I feel horrible about it, but there were things that needed to get done, and, I was social on Friday night. I was social with my wife and her friend on Saturday. We saw the new Star Wars. It was amazing. I'm not going to spoil anything, but you should go watch it. And Sunday, I spent nearly the entire day reinstalling the system. Started from scratch, reinstalled 15.10 with Ubuntu, just because I felt that a reinstall would be more stable than an update. Upgrade, they call it. Verner's today, by the way. Other drinks are available, but Verner's, if you would like to work out a sponsorship deal, available. So, I spent, not all the day, because some of the day I just spent relaxing, because it was Sunday, and that's kind of what I do, and I watched some YouTube videos, caught up almost all the way through Northern Lions Binding of Isaac runs, not completely, but almost. And I think that this upgrade works mostly. I think that it is a little more stable in terms of the video connections. I'm not noticing the slowdowns quite as much. When I played Europa Universalis, it was a little slow, so I think that what's happening is actually there's a lost in translation moment between the graphics card and the processor, which you would think would be, okay, that must be an audio driver issue, and if that's the case, well, I'm all out of audio drivers. I'm using the current LTS because it looked to be slightly more stable than the 358 release. Of course, this is an NVIDIA card. And it's the 358 had problems with OBS crashing. So I went down to 355. That didn't work as stable as I would like it to, so I went to 352. And the video appears to be stable. What's not stable is the audio. And I don't know if that's a bug in Pulse Audio itself or if it's a bug in the Rhythmbox music player. Because by the way, I mean, standard, I'm not sponsored by anybody, so standard, you can get things elsewhere, disclaimers. And I think I'd love to know which one it is, but they worked fine in 15.04, so I'd have to see what was actually upgraded into 15.10. And somewhere along the way, there's an instability where when you change a track in Rhythmbox, it causes problems to Pulse Audio, and it causes Pulse Audio to crash. So it may not actually be Pulse Audio that's the problem. It might be Rhythmbox, or it could be a combination of the both. Regardless, it's kind of playing a game of Russian roulette. I recorded, as you can see, this is what this week is. I recorded GeoGuessr 234. It's a 34-minute episode, and it didn't have a single problem in it. I recorded GeoGuessr 235, and it's in 3 parts. And it's only 20 minutes long. So it's less than 20 minutes long because it was a 3-minute world challenge. I don't know why it is. I can't tell you. Record Binding of Isaac, Factorio, EU4, all those don't have any problems with the audio at all. It's only when changing audio tracks. So I think if it's a problem in Pulse Audio, it has to do with multiple sources because the way Rhythmbox works, I'm pretty sure every time it starts a new track, it's like starting a new audio instance. And so maybe if you just have too many of them, it causes a problem. I'm not sure. But I was able to record all of these. And like I said, the only game that is experiencing a performance issue right now is EU4. Factorio is fine. Binding of Isaac is fine. GeoGuessrs themselves are fine. It's just the audio part of GeoGuessr. So I'm not sure where the problem is, but it exists somewhere. This feels more stable. So I'm just going to press on. From here on out, I'm not going to care. I'm just going to record. If there's crackle in the audio, I'm sorry. I know part of what I've done here in the first 7 months was that it was all about high quality audio and video production. I'm still trying to do that the best I can. There's going to be some crackle. I don't know why. It is minimal. It's definitely less now than it was before I did this. So I'm hopeful for the future that we can figure things out. But I'm not going to go back. I'm humming a lot today. Apologize for that. So I'm going to try and come back to 5 videos a day. It's going to be tough. We're going to talk to you about a lot of things, actually. I already know I need to move that. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to be slightly different, and I wanted to tell you about them now, which is why I'm having a midweek update instead of just waiting until Friday, because this is important to me, and I think it's big for the channel that we know all of this because I'm changing the schedule significantly, and so because I'm doing that, I want to make sure that you know what's going on. So, what do we have planned for this week? Well, GeoGuessr every day, of course, right? If you're curious, I'll show you. I have GeoGuessr now planned out this far. This is how much I have. Okay, so the rest of the week we're going to do. We've already recorded the challenge from Andreas TPC with the Swedish Empire. That was very cool. We've done a world challenge already. We have another new contributor, YouTube Fan 33, is going to do a world challenge. I'm excited about that. I'm going to do a Canadian challenge, a 4-minute Canadian challenge. I'm going to do another new timer here. Crashes to Ashes gave me a New Zealand thing, and he said he's been looking at all the other challenges that I've done, and he's trying not to duplicate the New Zealand location, so that's pretty cool. And then we're going to do an Argentinian-only one, just because I kind of want to just practice. What I've noticed is if you look up here, it's mostly green and white for like weeks at a time, which is good because that means that's all users submitted. So that's the green color, and the white are just the world challenges. But I thought I'd do some interesting country challenges to throw things in there for a little bit because I want something different. Then Sunday right now, it's Jeff is giving us another world challenge, and that is subject to change because all three of these changed because I've got first time subscribers, and that's what I want to do is feature the first timers, and then from there we'll add the schedule. So we've got Jeff coming up and Lance and Derek World Challenge. So we're going to do 90s British and French overseas territories. Jeff's got another one. Lanson's got another one coming in. The UN top 5 countries to live, which I think is cool. And then you can see 90s got another 6. So 90s I'm kind of cherry picking for the live stream. So he's got Nayutaya, ski resorts, non-Latin language countries, airport locations, Japan, and European places you'd like to visit. So we've got all that. That's our GeoGuessr. Also on the GeoGuessr front, you may have noticed that Nighty's video that went up today, it's Sunday. Well, I guess yesterday as you watch this, but the one that went up on Sunday, that is a challenge that I sent to him, and it's about bridges and stuff. So I'm going to update my own link to the GeoCenter and link to his video because I think he did a great job. He's off by 3 points, of course, because he's disgustingly good. And it took him about a half hour to do. So, and it featured one of my favorite bridge because it's the Mackinac Bridge. So that's going to come on as well. So go check that out. Check out his channel. He definitely is very, very good at GeoGuessr. God, I love ginger ale. Okay, we're recording update 34B right now, of course. We're going to do Factorial Speed Challenge. So here's the fun part. You notice Factorial Speed B1. That means we're going to do it again. I could have done Speed 1, but I think that would have gotten me too confusing. So we're going to try another speed challenge again. This is another practice run because I think the only way to be fair is to sit down and record a speed run in one sitting. That's the only way that people can trust that you haven't screwed around with the timer. I don't have time to do that. I probably won't have time to do that until January. But we're going to try some new techniques that we've learned when trying to speed run this thing with the default settings. So we're gonna see if we can get faster. And it's just a matter of getting faster and faster and faster on the beginning game. I want to be up to Blue Science by 3 hours. I think I can do that. We didn't make it on the last one, so I want to do that because I'd like to be able. If we get to Blue by 3, I think that means we can get everything by 6 because it's exponential once you get up there. But we'll see. Right? We'll see. It depends on what the biters are like. Blah 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 blah. But we'll speed run. So we're starting afresh. Kerbal Space Program, we'll finally get back to that. I don't think we did it at all last week. No, we didn't end up doing it at all. It's been since Thursday the 9th. So it's been a while. But we're going to get back into that. Finally, it's Wednesday the 9th. I don't know why I said Thursday. And we're gonna slip that in. It'll be Wednesdays and Sundays. We're going to speed run 3 times a week, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. We're going to do the Kerbal Space Program on Wednesdays and Sunday. Which reminds me, I really need to change the website, which is purplefrogplays.com/schedule. And that's what we'll do. And, of course, the Friday update will still be there. The noon time is empty right now because I'm still hoping that we can get together and do some multiplayer recording. I haven't tried Vassal yet as I've reinstalled the system. So we'll see if maybe it'll load because the Robo Rally wouldn't load. I couldn't load like Vassal modules at all. Something went south. So we'll try to do it again and hope that it works with the new Vassal, which reminds me I should probably set that up before I go to bed tonight. So in the meantime, what'll go in there? Well, I'm just going to play Binding of Isaac because I like Binding of Isaac. So it'll fit in the noon slot until the multiplayer gets going again, and then we'll have the multiplayer. 3 o'clock will be Factorial Bob's Mods, RSO. And the reason that I'm doing Factorial Bob's Mods RSO is because I hated the last campaign. I was really bored of it. Now, actually, what happens is when I backed up the save files for my games that I play, I backed up the wrong Factorial because I forgot, or I just didn't notice, because I know this, I just didn't notice that I had Factorio 0.11 still installed alongside 0.12, and I copied the 0.11 save files instead of the 0.12 save files, so I lost that rail world, unfortunately, which was a shame because it looked really cool. So instead, we're just going to make it even harder. I decided to put in some modules that I liked playing, or things that looked interesting to me, that are really going to make the game challenging and fun and exciting. So we're playing with Bob's mods, all of his stuff. Every single thing that Bob put out, I'm playing. It also has the clock in the top left, which is kind of nice, so I'll be able to get to see the time and kind of be able to plan day-night cycles better. So we're going to have all of those. In addition to that, we're going to have the light mod, which is just visual, but it gets rid of the flashlight and puts a bigger circle of light around, which should make it easier for YouTubers to be able to watch, which is all of you lovely people. We're going to play with the resource spawner overhaul. So I've already seen it's very interesting because it definitely pushes things away. So we're going to need trains even more. So I'm very excited about this. I don't know how we're going to be able to do it. So it's just going to be interesting about that. In addition, of course, we have the tree collision mod, because I believe that is 100% mandatory in any Factorio game, except for the speedrun, because I'm not allowed to install it to get the targets for that. But in any other game, I think that is 100% mandatory equipment. What else do we have in there? We also have advanced logistics network. So actually what that is it doesn't really change the network, but it changes the reporting. So once you get to a certain tech level, you can build the logistics monitor, essentially, which then allows you to see all of the resources that you have in providers and storage and passives and actives and requesters and everything where it's stored in your system, including in plain chests, in iron chests, copper, all those different things. You'll get to see exactly where it is. You'll get to see how many different networks you have and what's in each network. It basically takes the stuff on the right-hand side and expands it into a huge menu, and it looks really exciting. I haven't gotten to play with it yet, but I know I'm going to enjoy it, assuming it works. What else do we have? We have the rail tankers, so we're going to be using tanker cars instead of barrels, which I think makes so much more sense than doing anything else. So we'll be able to put liquids into our tanker cars, and as far as I understand, the tanker cars will accept any liquid, so it doesn't have to be just petrol. So we'll be able to pipe stuff around and use tanker cars in our rail world, which is very exciting. I feel like there's a couple more. Larger inventory, of course, which on top of Bob's mods is really ridiculous because it doubles your inventory size, and Bob's mod doubles the size of everything they could store in one slot. So that's good. I don't remember what else. If you want to know what else, you just load it up, because I do at the very beginning of the video. I talk about what we're playing. EU4 Ansbach, we're starting our third, so it's a little spoiler alert, but we're going to start our third attempt because I don't think the second attempt was going very well. And I didn't back up anything for EU4 and CK2 because they were saved on the cloud, except for the Iron Man Ansbach. So that was local. And much to my dismay, the Holland one on the live stream was not saved either. So we're going to redo Holland. We're going to start Holland over and try and do that well on the live stream. So that we'll still play EU4 Holland as our live stream. It's just we're going to have to start over, which is fine because now I have the Cossacks. So the Cossacks add some interesting mechanics. It would have helped us with the stalemate that we got into in the Ansbach campaign, where Frankfurt wouldn't transfer control to us of that province, and because we didn't have interest in it according to the game, which is stupid. That I think is a huge bug, because if you don't have the Cossacks, you can't assign interest to a county, and it should just default to the old system, and clearly it doesn't. So that's a big oversight. So I'm glad I bought the Cossacks, but still, what a pain. And there's just a bunch more interesting interactions that will hopefully go about that. So we'll do that on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday every week. We're going to do 4 Ansbachs and then 3 CK2s, and that is still on the cloud. I hope so. Yeah, that was saved on the cloud, so we'll be able to play that. That's the schedule for the recorded content. Now, live streaming is going to be a little bit different this week and next week, because essentially the holidays, and I have holiday parties and things to do, and family to prepare for, and all these different things. So I have to move the live streams. This week then it will be on Wednesday. So don't come out on Tuesday. I might put up some special video there. It's like a best of or something. I don't know what I'll do, but there will not be a live stream on Tuesday. So please come out on Wednesday instead at 8 o'clock p.m. I know that it's very short notice. It's 2-day notice. So I apologize for that, but it just had to be done, and I didn't realize that until after I had published last week's update. So that's part of the reason why I wanted to do this update, so you could see that we are streaming on Wednesday, not on Tuesday. It will be the same the following week, because I actually have a meeting on Tuesday that I cannot get out of. That's from 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern Time, and I really don't want to stream at 10 o'clock until like 2 a.m. That's not really of interest to me, so I'm going to move it to Wednesday. So Wednesday the 30th, we will be playing. There might still be a New Year's Day live stream. I don't know about that. I'm planning to go into the office, but I am fairly certain I'm going to be working a 14 to 16-hour day the day before. So if I work a full 16-hour days, I'm not going into the office. So the stream will be earlier, and if I am, then it'll be later. So we'll just have to see where that goes. But I'm thinking about doing a Twitch stream on Friday the 1st of the year. I haven't really discussed this yet, but on the 1st of the year, all of my long-running series will reset, which actually I guess is right now just GeoGuessr. So GeoGuessr's episode numbers will reset on the 1st. All the episode numbers I'm doing actually will reset on the 1st, but the series won't necessarily, so I'm not going to change the number for Bob's Mods and start a season 2 of Bob's Mods. That's not what I'm after. But I will do that for the long-running series. So GeoGuessr will start season 2 on the 1st of January, and we'll just go. We'll have 365 of them in 2016. And in 2015, it looks like we'll have 244 episodes of GeoGuessr in 2015. So that's pretty awesome. And then we'll start that over. The Friday updates will start over from the numbering scheme. The Metro Monday will start over and be a new series. Although maybe I don't need to do that. I don't know. Give me your comments in the comment section about whether or not it would be appropriate. I mean, like I said, I'm going to start doing the episode numbers, because as you can see, if you look over here, like episode 15-240, well, it's 2015-240. That's a very common television format for numbering episodes. So I'll do the same thing. It'll be like 16001, obviously. And, maybe I don't need to change the graphics. I will for GeoGuessr, though, because I don't want to have like 1,000 videos in the GeoGuessr thing. I'd rather have GeoGuessr season 1, 2, 3, etc., etc. Might be better for analytics, too. I don't know. That's not the reason I was going to do it. But. So this is good. We're going to try and do this 5 videos a day thing again, so cross your fingers, hope it works. We're going to move the live stream, so it'll be Wednesday the 23rd, Wednesday the 30th, then we'll be back on Tuesday the 5th, and then we're going to take a week off, because I will be out of town from the 11th through the 17th, so I'm not going to try and live stream during that time. I might do a live stream when I get back. My whole goal is to have enough videos recorded to cover that week before I go. We'll see how that happens, because I can't stay up late on Sunday night, the 4th, or the 3rd, the 10th, because we're leaving very early on the 11th. I think we have a 6 a.m. flight out of Columbus. So it's gonna be a long day for us, and I just want to have everything done and ready and uploaded, and we'll see. Whatever I don't get done, I don't get done, but we'll try the best that we possibly can. I'll be checking it, of course. I think I'm going to fly with my laptop. I can't imagine being with my folks for a week and not needing to have some sort of laptop time. The same thing with my wife, and we'll be able to watch Netflix that way and stuff like that. So I think we're going to bring a laptop for sure. So I'll be able to answer emails and say hi and chat, and I might hang out in live streams and stuff, but I'm not going to have one myself that week. Unless we stream from the hotel room, and then I have no idea what I'm going to do in that instance, because I'm not planning to pack the mic. So, really crappy laptop mic? Who knows? That's the update as I have it, though. It's a midweek update. It's very long, but it's basically because it's the Friday update all over again, because I've changed all of the plans after the craziness that was this weekend. So I'm going to sign off now. I've got 6 videos to process and edit and render and get them all scheduled up and ready to go. And then Monday night, hopefully, I'll be able to finish up all of Tuesday's stuff and some of Wednesday's, and then Tuesday after the holiday party that I'm going to, I can record some of Thursday's stuff, and then Wednesday I'm live streaming, so I'm not going to record a bunch. And we'll just try and get ahead again, because we know I could do it. I've done it before, and we're just going to press on. Like I said, if some of the audio problems stink, so be it. You'll know by now if I've added audio to this. I may not. I just don't know because, honestly, I'm tired. So for this one, I may not. But I think for future GeoGuessers, I'm going to record them silent and then add audio to the back end. Let me know. If you guys don't need the audio, then I may not do it. But we'll see how it goes. I hope you enjoyed this one. Go ahead and click the like button if you do like updates. If you don't like updates, that's okay. You probably didn't watch to the end anyway. Consider subscribing to the channel, of course, to stay updated everything as it happens. And until next time, cheers.